sick son of a is gonna pay. This is justice for Sade.
Information is helping loved ones search for the rest of a Milwaukee woman's body, one day after prosecutors charged a man with killing her.
Prosecutors charged 33-year-old Maxwell Anderson on Friday with killing Robinson, dismembering her body, and setting her car on fire. Family says they don't know how the two met. Investigators say the two went to dinner at a Menominee Valley bar and restaurant and then went to a Water Street bar the night she was last heard from on April 1st.
Yo, YouTube, what's going on? Trey back again, hitting y'all another video. Hope y'all having a very great day. Hope y'all had a very great weekend. My day is going absolutely magnificent. Big shout out to all the channel members and subscribers of the Trey King Show family. And much love to each and every last one of you all. And you all, we have a story out of Wisconsin by way of Milwaukee. And big shout out to everybody in the great state of Wisconsin. Everybody inside the great city of Milwaukee. Now, before I start the story, I want to send a special thank you out to my channel members and also to my subscribers for sending me this story. And also, keep these stories coming. Now, also, you all, before I start this story, I want to send a condolence out to the family of Miss Sade Robinson because it's very sad and tragic what happened to this young, beautiful lady. And now, for those of you all who have not heard about the story yet, it is very sad and tragic. And I want you all to put your thinking caps on because clearly looks can be deceiving. And also, this goes to show you why I tell you all that you must align yourself with the right people in life. Now, look here. For those who have been following me for the last 7.5 years, you all already know most of these stories that I do, most of the people that end up getting killed are by who? By people they know or by the people they allow to come into their life. So clearly, you must be careful of the people that you allow to come in because these days, people are losing their damn mind. Now, just a few days ago, you had 19-year-old Sade Robinson. Everything in this world going on for this woman. She had everything going on for her. And not only was Miss Sade Robinson a college student, but she also had a full-time job. So it shows you clearly that this woman was trying to do something with herself. And along come 33-year-old, yes, lumberjack Bob looking Maxwell Anderson, the guy who viciously took her life in the most horrific way. Now, details of this story are still unfolding. But for what we have so far, it is very gruesome and very heartbreaking and horrific how this young lady died by the hands of this damn monster. And look at him. Got the nerve want to come inside this courtroom all booted up like he's scaring somebody. Boy, you're not scaring no damn body. Them guys in prison is going to make a taco salad out of your booty hole when you get there. I just hate to say it like that because I feel this way right here, family. And the reason why I said that, if he didn't give a damn in the way he killed this woman, we shouldn't give a damn also. And also, look how hurt the mom was. The mom letting it be known. Look here. And I feel what they should do is leave Maxwell Anderson tied up to a chair and leave the mom alone with him, along with a chainsaw. And we just turn our backs and walk away and let justice be done. Now, they say that Maxwell Anderson and Sade Robinson had just recently met each other. And they decided to go on a date just a few days ago. Now, you would think it would be all lovely-dovey. You would think that it would be something good because I'm thinking to myself, and I know a lot of you all have thought the same thing. And some of you all might be saying, well, Trey, what's that? Please tell us about the elephant in the room. The elephant in the room is this right here. How did this ugly, lumberjack-looking guy get with this 19-year-old pretty young black lady? That's what I want to know right there. Can somebody please answer that question right there for me? Look here. I'm not trying to tell you who to like. I'm not trying to tell you who to love. I'm not trying to tell you who to go on a date with. But at the same time, you got to choose a little bit better. Because look at him. I mean, damn, don't he look rough? So that right there within itself should make you wonder what in the hell was Miss Sade thinking going out on a date with this old ugly guy. You get what I'm saying? That's a damn shame right there. Now, they say Miss Sade Robinson had bragged to the building secretary about going on her date with Maxwell Anderson, ugly face ass. She was very happy. You get what I'm saying? Like a lot of people would be. Now look here, just because I may find a guy ugly or you may find him ugly, maybe Miss Sade Robinson was trying to overlook that. And that's very hard to overlook. But at the same time, remember this family, she was very happy about going on this date. Now realizing this was going to be her last day on the face of this earth right here. Now the story goes around 5 p.m. April the 2nd, Sade Robinson and Maxwell Anderson decided to go out to a restaurant. And that restaurant was called the Twisted Fisherman. But what's so strange about the restaurant Twisted Fisherman was the name. And what's that? The word twisted. You get what I'm saying? Because this whole story is twisted. You're dealing with a twisted individual, which means in this term is sick. You get what I'm saying? So the signs are always there, because I always tell you all about the signs also, what you have to pay attention to. But I understand a lot of people don't do that. I understand a lot of people don't watch me, and you don't have to. But at the same time, I feel that God was trying to show Miss Sade Robinson a sign right there, because you go into a restaurant called the Twisted Fisherman with a twisted, sick individual. Now, employees there recognize Maxwell Anderson, old face ass, because he used to work at this restaurant. As you all see this restaurant right now, Maxwell Anderson used to work at this same restaurant. So quite fittingly, he would take Sade Robinson to this place. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Everything's going good so far. And the story further says, after eating there for roughly an hour, that's when the two of them, Sade Robinson and Maxwell Anderson, decided to go to a bar. And the bar was named Dukes on the Water, as you all see this building right here. So they went in there and had a few drinks, and nothing wrong with that. Everything's going good so far. So after they left the bar, that's when they wind up at Maxwell Anderson's home. Now, why did they go to his home? I do not know. Now, was it consensual? That part I do not know also, because the reason why I say was it consensual, because once they went to Maxwell Anderson's home, they stayed there for roughly 3 hours and 19 minutes.
After dinner and drinks, Robinson's phone was tracked to Anderson's home for 3 hours.
But it's what happened inside of this residence that really takes a damn cake. Now, after being at this residence for roughly 3.5 hours, that's when the two of them left. And now the question is, when the two of them left, was Sade Robinson alive when they left? Quite fittingly, Maxwell Anderson was alive. So after they left, around like 1 p.m., that's when Sade Robinson's phone started pinging at said parks around Milwaukee.
An hour later, her phone pinged at Kern Park. And then following a drive across the city, its last trace to Warnemont Park, the same spot investigators found that severed leg.
So you have this guy, Maxwell Anderson, driving Sade Robinson black Honda Civic around the Milwaukee area, discarding her body parts in several different areas. And all of this was picked up on surveillance camera, and also eyewitness report, and also police report. And now think about this, family, because the lawyer trying to say at first that they did not have enough evidence.
But today in court, his attorney actually tried to get that homicide charge dismissed, saying that there's not enough physical evidence to prove it, but the judge dismissed it.
To charge Maxwell Anderson with intentional homicide, when clearly they had a boatload of evidence, and all the evidence have not even came out yet. So I don't understand what the lawyer was thinking, but I understand, look here, that's the lawyer's job to try to take up for his client and whatnot, but shame on the both of them. So not only do you have Sade Robinson's cell phone pinging all over the city of Milwaukee early in the morning, and also seen on surveillance camera, you have Maxwell Anderson seen walking up and down a bluff, and the bluff happened to be a hill. He was walking back and forth toward Sade Robinson's car and toward another area of this park, where ultimately he was discarding body parts and also clothing. Now, her foot was found in one area, her leg was found in another area, and they also say burnt clothes and human flesh was found in another one. And the reason why the police know that these body parts belong to Sade Robinson was because they did some kind of test. Now, the test they done, I do not know, but they confirmed that these body parts ultimately belong to Sade Robinson. So fast forward just about a few hours later, that's when Sade Robinson Honda Civic was spotted on fire. And the story further says a little bit after 8:30 a.m. that morning, that's when Maxwell Anderson was seen getting off a bus near his home area. Now, he did not get dropped off at his house, anything like that, but he got dropped off near the area where his house belonged to. And now, remember when I told you about his residence, his apartment, where all the evidence was? Yes, when the police went in there and did this search, because they have every reason to now question him and search him, because now we have a missing person that you was seen at the Twisted Fisherman with, that you was also seen with at Dukes on the Water, the bar. So the police had a reason to question Maxwell Anderson. And upon them questioning Maxwell Anderson, that's when they decided to go to his apartment, and they conducted a search, and that's when all the evidence was found inside of this residence. Now, they say when the police went inside of this residence, they noticed in one of the bedrooms, it was blood all over one of the bed sheets. So that leads one to believe that maybe Maxwell Anderson sexually violated Sade Robinson. And that has not yet been confirmed, because guess why? Because they have not found all of Sade Robinson's body parts. That's the only reason. And that's why I said maybe it wasn't consensual, because clearly it couldn't have been consensual, because if they had consensual sex, think about this right here. What would be the reason for killing her? What would be the reason for dismembering her? And what would be the reason for trying to go so far to hide these body parts and whatnot if it was consensual sex? So that's why in my mind, and it has not yet been confirmed, I think to myself that Sade Robinson was sexually violated. And that's the reason why Maxwell Anderson went to great lengths to try to dismember her body and hide her body parts and whatnot. And guess what? And that right there within itself is very sad. So the police noticed a lot of blood inside of this bedroom and also blood all over the walls. And then the police also noted a trail of blood leading to the basement. And when they got to the basement, that's when they found more blood and also a saw. He cut this woman up with a saw. And the story further says they also found human remains inside of this basement area. Like it was a damn horror house inside of this residence. So I don't understand why would Maxwell Anderson, number one, kill this young lady? Why would you go out on a date with this woman when it was your intention clearly to do her harm because you didn't even know this woman or whatnot? So once again, before I dig deep into the story, I do not understand why Maxwell Anderson went to great lengths to dismember Sade Robinson and discard her body all over the city of Milwaukee when you have all the evidence inside of your residence linking you to this damn murder. But anyway, Maxwell Anderson has been charged with murder as of Friday. And great work to the city of Milwaukee and also to the judge, the police department, and also the district attorney because clearly this bastard needs to be dealt with ASAP. Like I told you all in the beginning of the video, leave him alone with Sade's mom with a chainsaw and let justice be done. But anyway, we'll break the rest down as I read a snippet from this story. I'm going to read a quick snippet from this story and I'm going to give my opinion, all of it. Surely, as we go. Milwaukee man arrested for dismembering woman after taking her out on a first date. That's a damn shame right there. All on a first date. That's why I say you got to be careful the people that you let come into your life because clearly, some of these people hide behind a mask even when it's not Halloween. Like I tell you all, people wear masks and it's not even Halloween. If you look a little bit closer, guess what? You can really see who they are. And these stories right here make you not even want to go on no dates with nobody. Because people get mad at me and stuff, talking about, you don't want to take me out on a date, you don't want to get to know me. No, you know what? It's best that we just talk on the phone a little bit and let me figure you out. And true enough, sometimes that don't even work. Anyway, let's go and continue. Now, the remains of a 19-year-old woman who have been reported missing on April the 2nd were discovered in a park according to the charging documents. According to the Milwaukee Journal Sentinel, Maxwell Anderson has been charged with murder for killing and dismembering Sade Robinson, whom he met on April the 1st. Now, you met this woman, they say, on April the 1st. Now, I'm not sure if they never met before then, but you just met this woman and you kill her and dismember her the very next damn day? That's a damn shame right there. And my mind keeps going back to this secretary who was stating to the news and also to the police department how happy Sade Robinson was after meeting this guy. And I don't understand why, because look at him. Hell, he looked hella rough. But you know what? To each their own. But think about this. You so happy and full of joy of meeting somebody, not realizing this person is going to take you to your grave in the most worst way. And don't nobody deserve to die like this. And now to the start of the hour. Maxwell Anderson was charged on Friday, April the 12th, with first-degree intentional homicide, mutilating a corpse, and also arson after prosecutors connected the dots between the body parts, the burned car, the missing woman, and a person of interest. And guess who the person of interest was? Yes, Maxwell Anderson, old lumberjack face-looking ass. And sir, you should be lucky any woman would have gave you the time of the day. And I just can't go back to this picture. You get what I'm saying? Look how happy Sade Robinson was. And you just came along and just snuffed all that out. And you got the nerve to want to walk inside this courtroom like you really scared somebody. Boy, them boys gonna tear your booty up inside that prison. Anyway, let's go and finish up before I get in trouble. And now I know you all are thinking, well, Trey, break it down a little bit more. Tell us a little bit more of how all this played out. The story says, according to cell phone records, Sade Robinson's phone traveled to downtown Milwaukee shortly before 1 a.m. It then made its way to Watermore Park, where the severed leg was discovered that afternoon, and the phone was left until the battery ran out shortly after 4:30 a.m. The complaint stated that until roughly 4:30 a.m., a Honda Civic was spotted in the park, and on camera, a human figure. And you all might be wondering, well, Trey, who was that human figure? The human figure was Maxwell Anderson. He was seen repeatedly going up and down a bluff and back to the car. And the bluff happened to be a hill, where ultimately he was discarding body parts. And also adding to the story, about 2 miles from Robinson's residence, the burning Civic was discovered 3 hours later. A few days afterward, they discovered what appeared to be the foot of an amputated leg in the same location. And you all already know who the leg belonged to. The leg belonged to Sade Robinson. So this guy, Maxwell Anderson, used a saw to cut this woman up and discard her body parts all over the city. And the lawyer got nerve to want to sit there and say the court don't have enough evidence to charge him with intentional homicide, when clearly they got more than enough evidence than what they need. Anyway, let's go and close up. And where it all came to a head, the story says, and we're finna close, it says Anderson was identified on camera and also in witness accounts as the person who set the fire to the Civic. According to the complaint, on April the 2nd at around 8:30 a.m., he took a bus from that location where the burning Civic was and arrived close to his house a little bit later on. And a few days later, that's when the police came and arrested his dumb ass. And they made that discovery inside of his home after they arrested him, which showed clearly that he was involved in this murder, that he was the one that dismembered Sade Robinson, because all the evidence was clearly there. But at the same time, in closing, my thoughts keep going back to Sade Robinson's beautiful smile, because clearly she was full of life, she loved life, and she did not deserve this. And that's why I tell you all, be careful. I understand it was just a first date, but at the same time, you gotta understand, look here, we live in troubled times right now. We live in strange times right now. We live in times right now where people will hurt you for no damn reason. So this is why I want to ask you all in closing, because the news did not state this. But at the same time, the evidence clearly shows that if something took place inside his bedroom. So once again, do you all think that Sade Robinson was sexually violated? And after she had been sexually violated, do you think that's when Maxwell Anderson decided to dismember her body? But once again, in closing, my heart goes out to Sade Robinson and also to her mom and her family and friends, especially her mom, because clearly this lady is clearly hurt. And who wouldn't be if your child got dead like that? You all just be careful who you allow to come into your life, because clearly you cannot prevent some of these things. But at the same time, science was there the whole time. Now think about this, family. Also, you went to a place called the Twisted Fisherman. Maxwell Anderson used to work at this place called the Twisted Fisherman. Now, what's the key word? Twisted, meaning in this term, sick. Anyway, the science was there the whole time. You just have to know what to look for. Anyway, as more details come out, I will keep y'all updated. And as more info come out about the story, I'll keep y'all updated. Anyway, if you like the story, push that like button. If you like the story, subscribe to the channel. Become a channel member. Also, share the video with your family and friends. Till next time, you all stay blessed and have a great day. And I will see y'all soon on next Trey King Show. And guess what? I'm out.
Friday.
This sick son of a is gonna pay. This is justice for Sade.